Popular thought suggests that cats are independent and somewhat aloof. For the most part, this is indeed true. When it comes to granting you personal attention, you'll find it most from a dog, not a cat. However, cats, they pick their moments. They're pretty cool like that. If your furry pal is following you around the house, you can bet your bottom dollar that it means something. Your job is to figure out what, and that is not always an easy task. That is where this video comes in. Today, we'll run down a list of the most probable causes that can trigger your feline to become your shadow and follow you all around your home. Getting to the root cause is critical, as you'll not only be able to identify what your cat wants and needs, but also you'll be able to grant yourself some space and some peace of mind. Before we jump right in with all four legs, we'd like to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to join us. We value your time and thank you for your support. Now, let's get started. Wants and needs. Most of the time, that's why your cat will follow you around the house. It's rarely a random act. The important role that you play, as we noted in our introduction, is making sure that you get to the root cause. While most of the explanations are minor in nature and could borderline on insignificant, it's always important to make sure that your pet is not in danger. That comes before everything else. Let's take a closer look at several reasons as to why your cat is acting as your shadow. Keep in mind that most of these reasons are quite self-explanatory. Let's kick things off with boredom. If your cat has nothing better to do, it might follow you simply to fill the gap and pass the time. Hey, I'm bored, so I'll follow you around and see what you're up to this fine day. Next is play. If your cat is in the mood for a little physical activity and stimulation, your pet could be following you as a means to get your attention in this fashion. Time to break out the feline playground. If this is the case, get those toys on deck. Similar to physical play and activity, mental stimulation is also a reason your cat might follow you around. Mental engagement, to be more specific, either directly from you or another source. Sometimes the simple act of pulling back a curtain and allowing your pet to take a peek outdoors can be more than enough. Scents are also important. Stimulation created by catnip, olive, thyme, honeysuckle, etc., can prove beneficial. Cats need stimulation to stay sharp. It's not just physical alone. You can find more on this key reason by visiting us at seniorcatwellness.com. Within the article that we've prepared on this subject matter, you can find our selection dedicated to mental stimulation. There you will find even more tips devoted to stimulation triggers within the section. If you're currently watching us off-site, please click the initial link in the description box below that is available to you. Said link will take you to our in-depth article. And moving along, next is environmental enrichment. Allow your cat to explore the great outdoors if the setting is available and is safe. Jumping, climbing, running, exploring in a safe manner. All of these aspects are key, the perfect complement to play and mental stimulation. It's also important to set up enrichment activities indoors. Use a scratching post. Build your cat a tunnel. Allow your pet to make the most of safe chew toys. Allow your feline the ability to blow off some steam in a structured fashion. This will keep your cat from getting bored and seeking activity that could be a bit dangerous and possibly destructive. Our next reason involves the desire to get your attention. Attention seeking, verbalizing, circling around your legs and feet, clawing and pawing at you. This form of behavior could be the desire to have one or all of the above needs to be met, or your feline could simply just want to be the center of attention. Your cat knows when you're watching TV, using the computer, texting, talking on the phone, rather than acknowledging them. Some cats just want to be the king or queen of the castle, at least for a short time. Other reasons as to why your cat is following you around the house could involve the desire to be petted. This one is pretty much self-explanatory, so we'll move right along. What about the next one up, the desire for help? This typically involves a lost toy, something is wrong with the bedding, etc. Usually something that the cat can't fix but knows that you can. The desire for fresh water and food, a clean litter bowl, etc. The next involves alerting the owner. That would be you. Hey, you, something's up. This is similar in many ways to asking for help. Curiosity is also a potential cause for following. This is not too much unlike boredom. Your cat could be following you simply because it's curious as to what you're up to. Other reasons can involve insecurity and separation anxiety. They are very much alike. Let's say you're seated on your sofa and your cat is just inches or feet away, and you suddenly decide to get up. If your cat is a bit insecure and/or has anxiety when you're not around, your cat will follow you in an effort to bridge the gap. If you have a cat that hates being alone, then it's not too uncommon to have a shadow near you at almost all times. Lack of territory is another reason that your cat might follow you, and this is somewhat of a unique one. If your pet lacks his or her own area for play, food, security, relaxation, etc., your furry pal will likely attempt to invade your space. This is not done out of harm or meanness, but out of the search for a place to belong. This is why it's important that your cat has its own little setup, a home within your home. And finally, let's talk about affection. Similar to petting and attention seeking, your cat could just want your love. Nothing more, nothing less. Come back here, human, and love me. While this is often seen from dogs, typically much more often than cats, felines are not as distant as some might think. If a loving bond has been formed, some cats can almost start to behave like dogs when it comes to the desire for attention, security, and you guessed it, affection. And on that note, that will conclude things for this video. Want more information on this topic? Fear not, there's plenty more. Although this video was in somewhat of a rapid-fire fashion, if you would like detailed sections dedicated to each and every quote-unquote follow reason noted in this material, please head on over to the aforementioned seniorcatwellness.com. Our staff has done an excellent job preparing an article that is perfect for you. There you will find loads of information that can prepare you for virtually any situation when it comes to your cat following you around your home. No reason will be left unacknowledged and detailed. If you're watching us offsite, you guessed it. Smash that initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to all the goods. We thank you for making seniorcatwellness.com your one-stop shop for all of your feline questions and concerns. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us today. Please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours. And we will talk to you later.